And you see, in most cases, it is very common for us to categorize and think of corruption, even when it comes to processes that we don't understand about. I'll give you another practical example of late last year when Zanaco had advertised for the Quasar program. When I had highlighted to some of my colleagues to say we are going to proceed and lodge an application, the common response that I got was, oh, this is a program, maybe Zanaco has already selected their relatives, or there are people that are working at Zanaco, unless you bribe them, that's when you can win this money. There are no people that win this money, definitely you just waste your time and the likes. But I proceeded and went ahead and made the application. When we were shortlisted, I didn't know anybody from Zanaco. I don't even know the MD, the director, any head or manager. I don't know anybody from Zanaco. I went through like any other participants. 50 of us began to audition and we went through the program. We proved our business concept and Zanaco was able to buy into the idea and we were selected and given the 1 million fund. So this is a practical example of how often people have excluded themselves from opportunities because of misconceptions that they might not even have evidence about. If we had sat back and said, oh, this program is only for those that have somebody that they know at Zanaco, or it's only for those that are connected to one of the judges and the likes, we wouldn't have benefited from that funding. But because we decided to put ourselves out there and proved ourselves that we deserve the funding and we have a good business model that is supposed to be considered, we were able to get the funding. There are a number of such kind of funding opportunities that I can give reference to. Another one is the one for the African Development Bank. Last year, we got funding of about 2 million from the African Development Bank. A proposal was made for SMEs across Africa to apply, and they will be given 2 million each for them to expand their climate adaptive projects. The same response again was given. Oftentimes when I would share this with some colleagues and some friends and family members, they would talk about how only those that are connected to those institutions will get the funding. But because we put ourselves out there, when the winners were announced at COP26, despite of us not having stepped foot at the African Development Bank or even knowing any person from the African Development Bank, we were announced as the top prize winners across Africa and we were given the funding of 2 million kwacha. So why am I sharing these stories? I'm sharing this because oftentimes as entrepreneurs, we have excluded ourselves from opportunities because of misconceptions that we cannot substantiate, because of corruption that we are only perceiving without even understanding how the process is done. But you see, for you to be considered for these opportunities, you need to put yourself forward. If you walk onto the table and present your solution, then people are going to know about it. I know that we live in a corrupt world, but you see, when you demonstrate your capabilities, there comes a time when even corruption cannot stand in your way, but they will have to give you that opportunity.